Welcome to the final part of Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed, where we're now going into the Classic Cup, which is recycling levels from the first Sonic and All-Stars Racing, which is so unnecessary. And they're barely updated either, so you're not like using the gimmicks from this game, you're just like using purely carts. I felt the need to bring them back anyway, because that's easier than actually putting effort in. But yeah, this is the Samba de Amigo level from the first game, which is not that bad of a track, but it kind of, as with all of them, it feels like really slowed down without using the the boat and plane things, so it kind of feels plain.
And well, that's terrifying.
Yeah, this is trippy as all fuck.
Yeah.
But that's Sega for you.
Cause, yeah. Why is Metal Sonic using a car? Do you think he just heard that Sonic was using a car and so he just went, that was my idea. Yeah, he copied me.
Yeah. Actually, why has it got so long through the playthrough for me to say this? Why the hell am I in a car?
Yeah.
You know,
but this game doesn't, so.
That's kind of what I had to get off my chest for this playthrough.
Yeah. Metal Sonic's car looks interesting.
It is pretty cool, yeah. But don't think I'm showing it off, but I think that it's boat form when you play it in a level with boat parts. It actually looks like a Dreamcast controller, which is pretty cool. And with this, because Metal Sonic's like the DLC character, he's got all his stats maxed out when you get him, so that's why he's like whizzing around here. Well, I didn't really show him off in the other ones
because he used hacks.
Yeah, yeah, he got hacked in the computer room. That joke's overkilled at this point, isn't it?
Yes.
But hey, that's
so your fault.
That's my shtick. Just re-killing jokes way beyond they're already dead.
You dig them up and then somehow re-kill them.
Yeah.
How do you do it?
Yeah, I've done that to like over 9,000 jokes at this point.
Oh. How many horses do you want to beat?
There's a pun I can make there, but I've already done it.
I'm now just thinking of Sonic on a horse.
Yeah. I would love it if there was like a horse cart on this.
Oh,
I don't mean like the Prancer from Mario Kart. I mean like riding on the actual horse in this game.
Sonic riding on a horse with Caliburn in his hand, and when you get to the water section, it's just like little water skis come out from the hoofs.
I want to see this horse boat.
Stop horsing around.
That was
stole your thunder.
Oh fuck! And this is going to get uploaded before Colosseum as well, isn't it? For Christ's sake! I'm sad now. I'm really sad now. And it makes me realise how that hot rod thing, the power up in this, it kind of works similar to how the Horn does in Mario Kart 8.
Oh yeah.
It's like not the same thing because obviously it's got that second pulse that kind of can either kill you or the things around you depending on how long you leave it. But it's got the same kind of output of shockwave attack to everything around you.
I swear that's a butterfly in the background.
It's an anthropomorphic one. We'll roll with that.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, I like this character. Pretty metal. Laugh at me, please.
I can laugh at you, but not with you.
You know what? That'll do right now. Close enough. Anyway, this level's quite hard. I really had to train for it. Hey? Hey? Oh. I'm trying, goddammit. Yeah, but...
You're worse when you try.
It's got the thing with Sonic's plot right. Yeah, this level, I wasn't really paying attention. I can't remember what this is from, but it's kind of a cool level. But I can't actually remember that many tracks from the original game to say whether there would have been one I'd take over it. That's kind of another problem this game has, as well as like the items not being that memorable. Some of the tracks aren't really either. Like, whereas with Mario Kart, you remember the very distinct tracks, don't you? Some of these feel a little bit more kind of generic or similar. Though with Mario Kart, that might be because they recycle 16 of them every game.
Yeah, Harry.
Yes.
You just made me realise you are the personification of Sega. That's why you can't resist. You can't resist getting a Sonic game.
Wait,
like-
Sega hate their own games too. That actually
It's
wouldn't
like
surprise me.
because it's like you said. When you try, you're even worse than you are when you're not trying.
Yeah, well, I find it kind of funny. Iizuka, he's normally like a really chill bloke and that, but when he wants to be an arsehole, he can, and he can be a hilarious arsehole at the same time. It's like it was during his interview at Boom last year. He's just like he was answering questions that people had sent in, and he just after the point of saying, or at least implying, that there'll probably never be a Sonic Adventure 3, he read another one that asks, will there be a Chell Garden back again at some point? And he just went, maybe in Sonic Adventure 3. What a glorious answer for that.
And then the fans rebelled.
Well, to be fair, with the Sonic fan base, with how much like Sega have split them, it's like, you can't really pander, can you? There's nothing to pander to, so you might as well just have some fun when you're in this position.
You're not going to please them all, ever.
No. Which again, like I was saying earlier, that's Sega's fault, but still.
There's a group that won SA3. There's a group that actually, for some reason, liked the Unleash gameplay.
Well, I like the Boost gameplay, just not the Werehog.
Yeah, that's essentially what I was going for. The Werehog gameplay.
What still really disappoints me though with Unleash, like the day stuff, is that like it's the most beautiful game I've seen, but the frame rate shit, and it kind of it's something else that makes me sad about like Lost World going completely differently, because we use a more powerful console than the PS3 and 360 era were, so they could possibly get the Hedgehog engine working to its full potential on that, and then we could have a game that looks as good as Unleashed with a stable frame rate. And that would be beautiful. But no, we've got to have really bland colours. Which Lost World does actually use parts of the Hedgehog engine, they're just really toned down.
It'd be interesting to see the Sonic film.
That's gonna suck, isn't it?
What sort of film's this?
They're making like
Sony.
yeah, Sony are making like a live action Sonic film with
Really?
some
Really
CGI
live
assets.
action?
Yeah, live action
God.
with CGI assets.
I'm terrified now.
Remember what happened last time someone tried to do that? We got Eddie LeBron's fan film.
We got Last Airbender. We got Dragon Ball Evolution.
I haven't watched either of those, but I take it they're Sonic fan film type territory. That's the thing with it.
They're terrible. They don't stick to their source material properly, especially Evolution.
No, I think the problem with a Sonic fan film was that LeBron was trying to stick to every piece of Sonic fan source material. So like he's trying to get references for like the games, the comics, the series. Like you just can't. Anyway, it's everyone's favourite heroes level, right? Right? No, it's not, is it?
Burn it.
Yeah. There's a reason why we spent more time talking about fucking Superman than actually Sonic last time we were here.
What level is this? Because I didn't play Heroes with you, did I?
No, you got out of that one, you lucky bastard. It was this Bingo Highway. Or Casino Park, I think. They're both the same general environment.
What's wrong with that, actually? I remember what it looks like.
Awful level.
Do you have to pot snooker balls and that and stuff?
No, it's more like just how dragged out it was and how trying to control the characters on the pinball table where just you've lost going.
And when you have to roll down and make sure you don't fall off the edge, because if all of you fall off, and believe me, the other two characters are going to fall off straight away at the beginning before you. You have to go straight back to the checkpoint.
Yeah. They've got great AI, by which I mean artificial idiocy.
Because I had to trick the AI every time into staying behind, so that if I fell off, I'd just go back to one of them, and then the other character just respawns.
Cool. Good design, Sega. But in terms of this track in the original game, there was actually kind of an oversight, and we get to a part in a bit where you see like pictures of cards on a table and that. And in the original release of the first game, there was like a bit of fan art that they used as placeholder that they forgot to remove from the final game. So like that got patched out in the 360 and PS3 version, but it's still there on the Wii one because they naturally couldn't patch that. I think it was what's the name? Sally Acorn from the TV series, so it's not even like the sort of thing you could confuse from official bit of work. For a game at least, anyway.
Oh yeah, you know who we haven't brought up yet?
Work.
Marine.
Oh, Styx. Styx seems like she could be an interesting character.
I mean,
but
I've never actually seen Marine properly in any of the games.
she's an Aussie, mate. But like, she's literally every Australian stereotype you could put into a character. Yeah, and like it got a little bit annoying after a while, but
I've only seen her design, and as soon as I saw Styx, I was like, "Wait a minute, is this that character?"
yeah, it's like you remember that sort of design, don't you? It really sticks with you.
Yes.
I'm glad I'm very slightly out of slapping distance.
I can still throw things.
Shit. I knew I was going to crash eventually. That was too good of a run for me.
Yeah.
And again. Now, what else is there to crash into?
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, it's probably why the things aren't quite as prominent to you, because like, they're slightly less dickish than the Mario Kart ones, aren't they? The things that throw you off. Because like, if you're in the lead in Mario Kart and you get hit by a shell and then another shell, you're fucked, aren't you?
Oh,
Whereas
yeah.
this, like, I've recovered perfectly from there.
It's like, if you get hit by 2 shells, you just know you're getting ready for a bombardment.
Yeah. It's like, you can go from first to like 8th in split second from
Yes.
them, can't you?
The items don't really do that much in this, do they, really?
No, they're just kind of very minor inconveniences.
Yeah.
It's like red shell. Oh god, I'm just a few feet away from the finishing line. The guys are nearly up my arse practically. I can just get that. Oh, not the blue shell.
Yeah. Yeah. You know you've really blew it when that happens.
Chris, give him the lethal injection.
Okay.
Not yet. We've got like 12 minutes left.
Fine.
And besides, this is a Sonic Heroes stage, so it's equally as bad. This is part of the reason why I didn't take much to the original game, because it took too much from Heroes, and Heroes level themes in themselves, they're not exactly interesting, so to use them as thematics.
For some reason, this sort of reminds me of Riders.
I'll get what you mean. One of the bases, I get it more from the Zero Gravity base than the first one, though. I think it was Zero Gravity that I'm thinking of. But yeah, Riders is a pretty fun game.
Riders was okay. The CG, the like better graphics cutscenes, the facial expressions did look a bit odd at times.
Yeah, the ones using the game engine, like they are obviously thrown together pretty quick, because that was like the low budget game from that year, wasn't it? Aside from Genesis, but like,
It was shorter than I expected.
well, it's a racing game. There's
Yeah,
not really
but
much you can do with plot,
I
is there?
know, but still.
It's one of them games that kind of you have to kind of get used to it. It's not like a casual friendly racer, is it? It's like you will suck at it the first time you play it.
Yeah, you do have to adjust to it.
And I do kind of like that to a degree, but it kind of takes the multiplayer thing away from it, because you know that if you've played it before, you're going to win every time.
One of the parts of it that made me kind of laugh was when I had to use Tails, and then suddenly he's holding a huge plug.
Oh yeah, You know what I don't
Where'd
get?
that come from?
You know the bit in the plot where like Wave like puts the like spikes the hoverboard, and like with that explosive thing, and literally the other three are standing behind there watching her do it, and they don't clock on. Like, fuck's sake, it makes no sense.
Plot.
Yeah, plot convenience. Plot convenience is having 3 of your characters being complete fucking idiots. God, I love the Sonic series so much. Nearly done with this.
I feel dirty. I need to play a good Sonic game.
Oh, what, like Sonic Drift, Labyrinth, 3D Blast,
Sonic Riders.
Sonic Riders is actual good, so
It
you can't
is-
go there.
Riders.
Riders is somewhat decent. That is one with the hoverboards and Jet the Hawk.
Yeah,
I swear that was really hard. And
it's hard, but it's fun.
Yeah, it is
yeah, I
difficult
just sucked
at
at
first. It is quite difficult at first, but
What I think's kind of a shame is I would like a new Riders game, but with the kind of direction putting the fucking Kinect on it on Free Riders, that's left a really bad taste in my mouth
that
now.
ruined all hope. At the
yeah,
moment.
Free Riders is the one that sucked, wasn't
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's got Kinect. It kind of sucks by default, you know.
it? Angry Joe had to send it back, didn't
The
he? Saying it's
spin-off, the
broken.
spin-off games are like children, and well,
What, in
the-
that you don't actually like them, but you pretend to.
they've kind of grown up, and Free Riders is like that. It suddenly got hooked on drugs, and that's comatose at the moment.
Didn't Angry Joe send it back?
Oh yeah, he despised that game. He went back and got rid of it.
He went to the store and said it's broken, didn't they? And they took it
Yeah,
back.
they took it back because they understood his pain.
What I love is I know a few people who actually did that with Lost World just because of how like shit it was, and I know a few of them actually just abused like shop policies and that just to get rid of it. But that's the thing with Sonic. It's like it's not going to be perfect with some very certain exceptions, but you kind of have to play it for yourself. At least I get that, you know. Kind of, even like with Boom, I know I've said about how absolutely shit it looks, and it will almost definitely be terrible, but I still want to play it for myself just to get a feel for it. Yeah, that's probably my broken Sonic fan logic.
You just got to play it, see what it's like.
Yeah.
You started playing bad games, Harry.
It's kind of, to an extent, yes. I also played through quite a bit of Ride to Hell. That's another piece of shit. The thing with that game is it started off being the so bad it's funny thing, but then it just sort of got boring later on.
I remember Angry Joe saying, like, while he despised Sonic Free Riders, he absolutely hated Ride to Hell even more because Riders, you couldn't play it, so therefore you wouldn't play it.
Oh.
And, well, with Ride to Hell, it actually had controls that worked, and he felt it was a licensed torture.
The thing with Ride to Hell is one of them things that at every scene you see something wrong. Whether that be the later parts which are just really repetitive, like fighting, or the early ones which shit me up completely. Like there's parts where I've seen like N64 games with better textures. Like seriously, before the textures load in properly, it's just
They
so
turned
rough.
drowning someone in holy water into quick time effects.
Yeah, there's a lot of QTEs in that game.
And you just killed this bloke in front of me. I want to shag you, apparently.
Yeah, there's that. Oh, the sex thing shit me right up. They're fucking with their clothes on. I'm not shitting you, they're fucking with their clothes on. They couldn't even be bothered to animate a proper sex scene, so they just get the two characters' models to kind of like, hump each other. Yeah.
We've been driven to insanity.
Sounds worse than Big Rigs.
Oh, Big Rig.
Big Rigs, at least that's
Big
like
Rigs is funny.
Yeah, I want to find a way of playing that.
The-
No, I ain't got
The,
Windows.
the AVGN review of that was golden.
Yeah.
Big Rig!
I do kind of feel he was a bit late to the party with doing that game, though.
It was still enjoyable to
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah, but it was very. It had been done to death at that point. So, final thoughts on All Stars Racing Transformed then?
It's a good game.
It's better than Big Rigs.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Anything's better than Big Rigs.
No, it's,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a good game. It's a very good
I'd
game.
say Big Rigs isn't the worst I've seen or played.
Crazy Bus.
Well, even that's more fun than, say, Secret Rings. Like,
Oh, okay.
just because, like, a game that's shit from start to finish, like, as a kind of gimmick sort of shit. Like, no one plays Big Rigs or Crazy Bus or anything like that seriously these days today. So, like, you go into it, you fuck around for 20 minutes, then you do something else. Whereas with something like Secret Rings, you want to beat it just because it's like a full game. So,
So you gotta love the box for Big Rigs. Just its descriptions on the back match nothing in the game.
could deliver illegal cargo.
I think this game was the illegal cargo, and
Yeah.
it was just giving the person delivering it a briefing of what may happen. You may be chased by police. You may get arrested for delivering these games.
So yeah, to end on this, I will say in terms of the soundtrack, which I haven't really covered much, which is strange considering I normally ramble about music all the time in these ones, but like it's good in context. It's mostly by Richard Jack, who did he composed the Sonic R soundtrack as well, but.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but like in this, it's because it's all so kind of electronic stuff. It's not. It works in the context of the game and it's fun to listen to in game. But with a few exceptions, there's not really many that I would listen to outside of the game, and that's because it kind of blends together as electronic-y stuff. It's not like say your Cash type electronic stuff from the other Sonic games where it's like melodic electronic.
Yeah, it works though.
It does the job for this, but it's not. It does what it needs to do and nothing more, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, this doesn't actually play the credits at the end of the cup. Like, there's actually an option you have to go and select the credits.
So we ain't gonna bore you. They're there if you want them.
And that's why I edited them in to bore us. Yeah, but it just doesn't feel like a complete playthrough if we haven't got credits at the end, you know?
Yeah, we need something to ramble through.
Yeah,
But then again,
it's
that's
like
what's happened.
it's like 5 parts of the game weren't enough for that.
Yeah, we need more time.
Keep going, filler.
My God, we're like Adventures Through and Over.
Yeah. What usually takes like 1 or 2 episodes of Ash getting home, let's stretch it across 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was All Stars Racing Transformed. We know it was presented by Sega. We know it was done by Sumo because you showed us this in the start. Well done, guys. And that was a playthrough.